in South Africa, we were charging for the last time before we would enter Cape Town. And yeah, this is exactly an example of how each country is different, as we plugged the charger in, as you can see, and we connected it to the charging point at the campsite, but then load shedding started. So this means we don't have electricity for the coming 2 hours. Not a real problem, as to Cape Town it's not as far anymore, so we're quite excited for that. And we will just wait and then we can charge the whole evening. So we will have enough and we will make it to Cape Town tomorrow. Woohoo! Well, this is the day. We are on our way to Cape Town. We have arrived in South Africa and are now 3 days in a row driving quite a lot, as we were ready for this halfway point. Yeah, we are.
It's like, especially today, is really a roller coaster. When we record this message, we see the Table Mountain and Lion's Head over there, like 60 kilometers from here. To be honest, it's quite emotional. The past 8 months, all the hard work, and then we are here. It feels so strange, but yeah, it's so cool.
We've never been on the road towards one point for so long, and then now you're almost there, and yeah, we cannot imagine anything going wrong, but still you kind of cannot believe you're almost there.
Yeah, that feels so strange, and
yeah.
In some way it's a relief. What Renske already said, we always believed in that we can make this possible, and especially when we organized this, it really helped us to set it up. And then when we left, we still believed that we could do it, but still believing it and really doing it is also something different, and we are doing it. So we are driving.
We've almost done it.
We have almost done it. We drive with an electric car from the Netherlands to South Africa.
So what's on the back of our car is that we will drive from the Netherlands to South Africa and back, and we have done almost everything. We only have to go back.
And back. That's the last part.
A small detail.
It's easy.
We are driving again after having arrived in Cape Town. We are now driving to the north. When we arrived in Cape Town, it was quite an emotional moment for us. So we drove to Lion's Head to make some iconic pictures, and it was so strange to have driven for more than 8 months to that direction, and even preparing 14 months to depart, and then being there. It was really
emotional.
Something.
We rented an Airbnb and for 2 weeks, and we did laundry like big time. Like we washed every clothes and things we had with us that could be that you can put in a wash machine. We did quite some tourist stuff. We snorkeled with seals, and then with the small baby seals, they really come close to you. It was really cute, and yeah, it was a very nice adventure.
Yeah, we drove to Cape Point, so it was a scenic drive through really nice mountains and very steep hills, really beautiful. In addition, we got quite some media attention, so quite some people wanted to interview us for just a magazine, but also for the first time we sat in a real studio for the radio, and we had a film crew even that wanted to make some shots, so it was quite impressive how much media attention we got there. I think more people know us now in South Africa than in the Netherlands.
We got invited for a braai.
Yes.
Yeah. From one of fans of ours. They found us on Instagram. They live in Cape Town and they invited us for a braai. It was really cool.
Yeah, definitely. But then after about 2 weeks, we left again and drove to Cape Agulhas, the most southern point of the whole continent of Africa. And here there's like an iconic statue, and there's the whole size of Africa, but then in small, and you can really walk over it. So it was really cool to like walk our route and see how big the continent is. We know it now, but then see it again.
It's very big.
Yeah.
And we got invited by also other fans at Cape Agulhas, and we slept at their place, and we had dinner together and talked about living in Africa and all. It was really interesting, and very friendly people. And the next day we went for typical tourist stuff. I already said to Renske 8 months ago, well, maybe you should do this, but so we prepared 8 months already for the bungee, and in the end you did. So how was it?
Yeah, it was really cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bungee!
Also, I saw in the past quite often people doing a bungee, and I always thought, oh, that's not my thing because it's so bouncy and I don't know. But then, I thought, okay, I just should try it because, otherwise, how do you know it's not your thing? So it was really cool to stand with your toes over the edge and then just looking down to the river and then thinking, I'm just gonna jump. And then when you have 5 seconds that you just have a really free fall, and everything comes so fast at you, it was really cool to do. It's quite a unique experience, I think. I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, me too. For me it was the second time here, and I could enjoy it even more because I was there with more consciousness, so I really stood on the edge and then enjoyed looking down. 200 meters down and then jumped, so it's it's something else.
Yeah, and as we drive up, we use the fast charging network here in South Africa, and
from grid cars.
Of grid cars, yes, and it's quite nice. So in the past we mostly charged with the solar panels in the back, and then it took us at least 2 days to charge the car completely full. And now with fast charging, it's like a bit more than an hour and we're full. So it's such a big difference. Yeah, so now we drove in 5 days 1,000 kilometers. So this is so much more than we did in the past.
the mountains of Lesotho, and this is the highest road you can drive on tarmac in Africa, and it's even higher than the highest point you can drive up in any road in Europe. We are at 3,274 meters, so above 10,000 feet. We just left Pretoria, and the past 2, maybe 3 weeks were quite intense.
Yes.
We had a lot of things on our agenda.
A lot has happened.
A lot has happened. So, well, we will take you along on the past 2 days. Well, I think it's Lesotho. We left Lesotho, the high mountainous country. It was very beautiful, but very cold. The car was like a -4, even -6 we have seen, but the roads were very beautiful.
And after that it was time to head to the cities again, so we drove to Johannesburg, and here we were expected by some people that drove electric cars. They organized that we would be welcomed by them just before entering the city, and then there was a film crew. So we have presented on a primary school, which was quite unique because the kids were really overwhelmed by what we were doing, and it was
a lot of questions from all different questions. So in the end, the crowd had to be warmed up a little, but when they started, the questions didn't stop. That was really cool. We gave a presentation which was organized by Grid Cars, so the charging network in South Africa, and we made a picture with I think 8 electric cars.
We slept all night at people's homes. So in Johannesburg we had a family that invited us over, and in Pretoria as well. And this was so cool because then you have really a lot of time together, and everybody just does their thing, but also you do a lot of stuff together, and it gives a real good impression on how people live here and the differences. And we had some really deep conversations about hunting and apartheid, and it really opened our eyes to look at those topics in a very different way.
And it was fun that we were invited for a stock auction. So to buy some cattle. Well, we didn't buy cattle, but we transported a cow. Probably it's the first cow that has been pulled by an electric car in Africa. Which was quite cool, and no harm was done to the cow, just to be clear.
Yeah, then in Pretoria we also had an appointment at Volkswagen at the academy for that, and they had another check at the car, and our 12-volt battery is replaced just to be sure. And we gave a presentation as well to the employees there, and this was quite interesting because of course they know the brand and the car inside out. So they were really interested in our experiences, and had no idea this car could do something like this. So that was quite cool.
And last but not least, we visited the Dutch embassy in Pretoria, and we also give a presentation and inspired some people for what is possible with driving electric. our South Africa journey has come to an end. We are close to the border with Mozambique. We stayed in South Africa for almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months, so long enough.
We did a lot, as you
yes.
can see in the video.
It was a totally different experience than all other countries before, because we had just so much appointments and very different.
So the last 2 weeks we were in Kruger National Park, and we started with going to a school where they teach rangers, or they learn rangers how to deal with poachers. And we saw also a K9 unit, as they call it. It's a unit, they work with dogs, and the dogs are chasing poachers. And that's really incredible. So the dogs, they have a GPS belt on their neck, and they can be followed, and they are following a track of, in this case, a ranger. And it's incredible how precise they can follow that trail.
Yep. Purely on smell, and they can run up to 40 kilometers an hour, so really fast. So often they trace the poacher into a tree and then they circle around it so they don't attack. And then the rangers can come to
by helicopter,
to catch,
for example.
Yes, to catch the poacher. And so it's a very
really
successful
incredible
operation. They have a success rate of 96%, which is just amazing.
And after that, we went into Kruger ourselves as tourists, but also we got filmed by a film crew and taking pictures. And we have now very nice pictures of our expedition car.
Very happy with that, because you cannot normally get out of the car when you're driving in a national park with game. So now we have really cool photos of our expedition car as a safari car, which is just really cool. And now we left Kruger and
close to the border to Mozambique, and I'm heading north.
Yes.
So see you on the other side. Bye bye.
Bye.